And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. The give is to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A give to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Counter, here's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw is Wilson, rolling to his right. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. Gets past one man. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Field goal forthcoming for Steven Hauschka. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jones. Shifts by him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is indeed good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This one fielded at the 5. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to go for a big... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep here for Parker. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd and short. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Play action. It's Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This one from 46 yards out. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flats. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the Bills getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Gone.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Lions. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Dolphins have got it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they're doing.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out come the Bills. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now they've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue Liner!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This time, Wilson will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe.